Okay, YouTube, how you doing? Bryce Dunmall here once again with a quick and easy install for the Evotech exhaust hanger. Uh, Today we'll be replacing on the 790, and this actually applies to the 790 and 890 motorcycles from the KTM. We're gonna be removing the passenger foot pegs on both sides to basically eliminate these portions here to be able to, once we finish up with this install which goes here for the exhaust hanger, we will eliminate also the seat to put the cowl, which will not be part of this video. Unfortunately, we don't have this part, but we're gonna do the quick and easy install for the hanger here. As you can see, it's all part of the same section. It's held by a couple of torque screws here, and which, by the way, you will need a torque wrench and tool to be able to get this removed. Those are super tight from the factory, and I had to borrow some tools from a neighbor to be able to get this removed. So you will need a hardened steel Torx bit that will actually go in there and remove those pieces. You will need a heavy duty one, by the way. Just the cheap Home Depot version torque wrench doesn't quite work. But this should actually be pretty simple once you get those removed. In my case, we're able to loosen them up, so all these pieces are loose. We will be reusing some portions here from the old section. So we're going to remove the grommet, and we're going to remove this bolt. We will be reusing that nut, which has the lock nut right there, and obviously the grommet, which is inside, has to be removed. But basically, on this side, we'll just remove this section and put the bolts back, the original bolts back in there, and that will be the way it goes. But this whole section gets removed completely. So the parts that the Evotech hanger comes with is just obviously the bracket, which is nice, lightweight piece, no grommet, so the grommet is going to be reused from the original. And it comes with these two bolts, which are, by the way, an Allen. This would be a number 6, okay, and also a number 6 here. These are the two lengths you need for the pieces. You can see the two different lengths. Now the kit came with a nut, which we don't have. We're gonna reuse the original. We actually lost the nut in our garage, so we decided just to go ahead and use the original in this case, which would be just fine. Like I said, we have the Allen wrench here is a number 6. We're using another tool here, the crescent wrench, to be able to actually hold this nut from behind right here, and just to be able to loosen it up. And also we got the 3/8 extension here, and the 3/8 piece with the Torx bit. This, by the way, it is the hardened tool that I use to be able to remove that. Some people may be able to loosen it up without the actual tool, but I would actually advise to use the hardened tool. Don't use the cheap made in China Torx bit, because you will either ruin the bolt taking it out, or you will not be able to do it anyway. So with that said, we're gonna take this stuff apart. What we'll do is that we'll remove this. Like I said, it's already loose, and go from there. Once we remove this, I'm just gonna show the final product already done and the way it's gonna look. As you can see the pieces already still installed, the foot pegs installed, so you'll see how it cleans this area up, and it's gonna make the bike look pretty good, I would say. Okay, quick install, probably takes about 5 minutes. It takes me longer to shoot the video, but we'll see how it looks. Thank you, guys. So real quick, I just wanted to show that we took that one out and used the all bolts back, drove them in basically to the edge, Do not over tighten these. Basically, just drive it all the way down and just go maybe an eighth of an inch or an eighth of a turn, I would say, in, and that should be it. You shouldn't have to go any further. Okay. Okay, so from the parts that we were using, this came out from the bike. This is the original, just like that. And this right here, this will match the new bolts that came with the Evotech kit. And those are the spacers. And then we already installed the grommet that was removed from the original foot peg portion, and this was basically pushed from the front to the rear of this section, and then you insert it back from the back of this piece, and then it moves forward. Once you put the grommets in there, I mean the spacers in there, everything here will sandwich properly once it's tightened. Okay. So other than that, let's continue. This is actually how it looks right now. The way we actually took this out, we loosened everything up. We took this out first, that nut and the bolt first, and then we took out the rear and then the front bolt, which are the ones I got in my hand here. We're gonna save those and basically keep them with the bike in the toolbox just in case we ever need them, or the tool bag on the bike. That way we keep everything together, and then we'll reinsert this and go from there. So as we continue putting this, so the way we did this, we actually put this bolt first, then this one, then that one. You may have to actually hold the exhaust back here, like in our case I actually held it there, not on the carbon fiber section there, but I just held it there, and we were able to line it up properly with the hole. We're actually going to be able to put the washer and the original nut back here, and once we do that, we're going to tighten these up and then do this one last. Okay. So final product here, the way this looks, basically cleaned it up pretty nicely. As you can see, this was the old part right here, and so these bolts don't have to be extremely tight, as long as you have one thread out of the nut right there. You'll be able to see it. Just one thread should be good. This doesn't have to be super tight because you want this to be able to move a little bit and flex a little bit. That's what the grommet is for. Besides, if you do tighten it up or make it too tight, what's going to happen is that washer is going to bend. So you don't want that. In that regard, the other side looks also very clean. It cleans up the bike super nice. So the only thing that we have left would be to put the cowl. This comes off, is just the key that you need, and we could actually go from there on the other mods on this bike. But that was it. About 5-minute install to some extent, as long as you have the right tools. And this is it. Thank you, guys.